As a graduate student in clinical mental health counseling, I'm curious, what initially drew you to working with couples?
This is another good question. I think a couple of things. So, growing up as a kid and when I was in middle school, my own parents separated, and I think I always had questions about that. And then I went to graduate school. I had no interest in working with couples. And then a supervisor said, "Hey, would you like to work with couples?" And I got some amazing supervision. I did not know what the hell I was doing, but I was fascinated, and I'm still fascinated by the process of couples counseling. So, thanks to my early couples who let me learn on you. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. And I think one of the things that fascinates me is one, I think romantic relationships are some of the hardest things that we do. People think that it should always be easy. If you find the right person, we should never have problems. But because we are always in the process of becoming, we are always changing, we are always growing. Life transitions bring on different struggles that impact our relationships. And I love being a part. And my couples trust me a lot to join with them and help me collaborate with them on healing parts of their relationship that are broken or damaged or they are hurt by. And so I continue to be fascinated by how people get together, stay together, the patterns that emerge, how early childhood experiences impact romantic relationships so significantly. So things like attachment style, which is kind of how you learn to bond to early caregivers and how that can show up in romantic relationships. There's just so much there, right? And so I think I continue to be fascinated by it because you can never fully get your hands around it. You can never kind of, as a couples therapist, master couples therapy. It doesn't matter how much training I get or give or how many books I write or read. I'm still always in the process of learning. And another thing that I really love about couples counseling is you're sort of always on the edge of your seat. And couples have to really trust you to allow you to enter parts of their relationship that don't feel so good. And I get the opportunity to help couples heal, to help them hear one another, to help them, and this doesn't happen for everybody, but kind of reignite love and passion and care and grace. And so it's a challenge, and it's always a challenge. It's always interesting, and I'm just kind of profoundly grateful that people allow me and trust me to work with them throughout kind of various stages of their relationship. So I hope that answers your question. If you are a clinical mental health counseling student or a social work student, you're interested in working with couples, please pursue greater training. It is not just licensed marriage and family counselors who can do couples work. It's some of the most rewarding work you can possibly do, at least in my opinion.